days into your to BC career. What's it been like so far?
I would say it's been really good so far. You know, coming in, transferring in, it's been really good. The football and workouts, you know, school, it's been really good. You know, being here at BC, I love the culture and the coaches here and the players that I'm around every day.
What made BC the right spot for you?
I would say what made BC the right spot for me was definitely the coaches. You know, that was the first thing that I was very interested in. You know, like how they develop the players and, you know, Coach OB, Coach Daly coming back, you know, just the guys that they have developed and the guys they've produced and been around and the guys they still have here, you know, that really was a big emphasis on why I came here.
How would you describe your game?
I would describe my game as I'm very fast, twitchy. I can take off the top of a defense. You know, I can be your guy that sits. I can pick up zones. I can read when zones are out there and pick apart a defense. I can run choice routes. You know, I think I'm the type of guy that's very versatile, and whether it's deep balls, short balls, one-on-ones, zone, just get open.
When you look at the receiver room right now, what do you think your guys' strengths are as a group?
I would say our strength in the receiver room is definitely, you know, we got a lot of fast guys and we got a lot of, you know, we got veterans and we have a few transfers that came in, and we got, you know, Reed Swanson that came in, big guy, can definitely take off the top. And, you know, we have a lot of fast guys in the slot. We have a lot of guys that can, you know, make this offense really good this year.
Kind of along those lines, what's it been like kind of building those bonds and kind of connecting with not only the other players on offense, but in the wide receiver room as well since you've been here?
It's been really good. I mean, we've had a lot of, you know, team bonding with the team that Coach OB has implemented, and then just being around the guys every day, you know, going to class, having classes with the guys, but especially in the locker room and the weight room on the field. I mean, it's been really good. They've been a group that's been really like inviting, like since the day I got here, even on my visit when I came, you know, they were out here and I ran into some of them, and they were just really, you know, really good at like, you know, bonding, like bringing you in and just helping you evolve to the team and tell you where to go, how to do things.
I guess what do you get from a guy like Mason McKenzie, both just kind of on the field and off the field? What's he like?
Mason McKenzie, he's a great dude. You know, I definitely say on the field, he's the ultimate competitor. Like, he loves to compete. He's not going to come out here and just, you know, waste your time or waste anybody's time. You know, he came here to win and he came here to compete, and I love that about him. And off the field, you know, he's a great dude. I've hung out around him. You know, he's a great dude to be around. You know, he's funny, cool guy, and he just, you know, he loves football.
Along those lines, when you see the two quarterbacks very technically battling out like they are, how much does that just kind of spur the rest of the team competition-wise?
Yeah, it definitely is a boost to the team. You know, when you don't just have one guy that's at that spot. You know, I mean, there's multiple guys competing for that spot right now in the spring, and it's about, you know, spring's about getting 1% better every day. You know, we're coming out here not to win the ACC championship today. We're coming out here to get better each and every single day, and those guys are definitely getting better, and we have a whole quarterback room that's ready to go for this season.
Spent much time in Boston, or have you not really been here before?
No, I've never been here before. It was my first time, yeah, on my visit. But I mean, I love the city. I love the place. I love Boston. It's a nice place.
Very,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say very different weather
Yes,
from
it
where
is.
you're
It is
from. What's that
definitely
been
different.
like?
You know, I'm from Georgia, so
Right.
came from Gainesville, so it's definitely a lot different weather. You know, it's not humid and hot as crap every day, but it's definitely. I mean, the snow and stuff. I haven't seen much snow at all. I've seen a little bit in Georgia, maybe 2 years, 3 years of being there, or not being there, but 3 times it snowed.
I was just gonna ask I saw the one-on-ones today a little
Mhm.
bit. How fun is that just for you guys? I feel like that's got to be like receiver and DB's kind of favorite thing to do.
Yeah, no, one-on-ones are definitely fun. You know, it's competition, and that's what everybody loves. You know, we're in the meeting room, we're watching the film, we're watching the one-on-ones from yesterday. You know, we're talking. You know, it's definitely very fun as a receiver and a DB. You know, it's definitely friendly competition, but you get in between those lines. You know, we're battling out to, you know, see who's the best and whatnot, and get better.
Any DB that you feel like really gets under your skin already?
No, I don't really try to let anybody get up under my skin, but you know, there's some guys out there that are chippy, but yeah, I don't really let that bother me. I mean, it's all part of the game. Everybody plays that way, but
Yeah.
You're not a big trash talker.
you said what?
You're not a big trash talker.
I'm not.
out there?
I'm just gonna go out there and do my thing and let it speak for itself.
With a roster full of new faces and new guys, is it just sort of a collective chip on everyone's shoulder? Like, can you feel that?
Yes, sir. I would definitely say it's a chip on everybody's shoulder. I'd say everybody has transferred in from. I would say we came to BC to win, definitely. Like, we came here to change the program and everybody that stayed here, they want to change their program and they want to win here. And I would say everybody definitely is playing with a chip on their shoulder.
What was kind of the message you guys got from Zach Allen? It's a pretty cool guest to come, I guess, speak to the team.
Yeah, no, that's definitely very cool that he came, a guy that's, you know, in the league that can pour back into us on, you know, what it's like to be, you know, a BC guy or whatever, you know, that just to do the right thing, you know, on and off the field, and that, you know, that people from BC, you know, they go to the league. I mean, just got new contract that he got. I mean, that's awesome. And that's amazing for him.
Kind of
Any final ones here, guys?
kind of
Yeah.
along those lines. I mean, Boston College has had some pretty big wide receivers that are now in the NFL. Zay
Mhm.
Flowers, Lewis Bond here pretty soon.
Yep.
What's that kind of like to kind of go into the program that has, especially as a wide receiver, that has, you know, built some of those big guys in the league right now?
Yeah, no, I would definitely say it's very, like, good to see that. You know, that's what you want coming in as a receiver. You want to see people that have been, you know, produced here. And then, you know, Coach Daly, the receivers coach, you know, he came back and he coached Zay Flowers. I mean, he coached Bond, but I mean, just to have him come back as a guy that has brought in a lot of talent too, I mean, that's very good, and he's pouring into us a lot every day.
Any final ones, guys?
No.
Thanks, Jackson.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.